What's up everyone, it's Ojh and we're back at it again, and in this video we're going to kill Golemagg in Molten Core. Molten Core has been recently buffed, Golemagg was recently buffed, and the execute spell, the effect on bosses within Molten Core has been nerfed. What effect has that had on Golemagg? Honestly, not a lot. In my opinion, I don't think this has really changed the fight too much at all. So the changes then are that we've fixed an issue with some minis outranging Golemagg. They've fixed an issue with Golemagg being unable to attack whelps if they hatch too close. Bit weird. Golemagg's rotation speed and attack angle have been adjusted to increase the efficiency at clearing out large groups, particularly at the flying fire breathing variety. Warcraft, and minor damage increase to Golemagg's melee and to rune burn damage. So in this guide we're going to talk about the easiest way to deal with Golemagg, and it basically involves not really using any ground minis at all. I played with a few people who were adamant that they were going to send huntresses over the lava strips and all sorts of stuff. We're really not going to get involved in any of that. We're going to look at my composition. It's mostly flying. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is the deck then. I've gone with the Chalga build. It just works all right because there are a lot of beast minis in this. You'll see I've got some of the beast minis that are not in the slots. That's just to keep the average level down to something that's like half sensible. No, it's not a world record or anything like that, but it means we don't go in there and just steamroll it with, you know, higher end minis. So average level 25.7, average cost of 3.0. In there we got Chalga. We're really not going to use Chalga that much at all because anything that touches either the near lava strip or the furthest lava strip, you get the big old beastie dog that comes charging down and starts smacking into things. And the dog, whilst it isn't aggroed by air minis, it will hit air minis if they are in the way or if they are within its kind of aggro. If when it's already attacking, if there's an air mini there, it will hit an air mini. But any air minis flying over the lava won't trigger the charge from it. So we're not really going to use Chalga at all. We've got Harpies in there, just do a great job. We've got Polymorph in there because they are going to come up against things like Pyromancer or like Firehammer. So we're going to be able to deal with that really, really easily. Same reason that Blizzard is in there, because that's just going to dispatch off all of that. Whelpegs in there. Whelpegs, if you play Whelpegs on the lava, they are a ground mini, so they will aggro the dog, but once they're flying, then they're just minding their own business, doing what Whelpegs do. We've got the Quillboar in there for distraction, and the distraction is going to be a number of things. It's going to be either because we've got something that's about to walk on the lava, and that's going to trigger the beastie dog come in and really cock up the entire plan. So we tend to, on this one, concentrate entirely on the middle lane. I don't worry about going left or right. So if we're concentrating on the middle lane, we can play the Quillboar at the far left or the far right to just occupy the dog whilst we just wander over the lava if we need to. But we're going to try and avoid that. What is going to trip you up with that though is if you're playing a kobold to do a little bit of mining near your core, and the kobold's going to wander onto the lava, it all can get a little bit messy. So the Quillboar is going to be for distraction of the big dog. I would try, where possible, to avoid using your Quillboar as a distraction on the middle tower, because once the Quillboar has done its distraction job, if it stays alive, it is then going to wander over the next lava strip. It's going to bring the dog back right into the middle where all your flying minis are. It's just not worth it. If you are needing to defend against things on that mini tower, polymorph them, or Whelpeg flame burst them, or blizzard them. That would be my top tip. And then we've got the Chimera in there with the double poison talent. Chimera just does a great job on this for the splash damage of the weaker enemy minis, things like the Pyromancer. Just takes out towers, and you're going to get loads and loads of poison on to Golemagg itself. My partner is basically running pretty much the same deck, very, very similar levels. That's it. That's the deck. That's the strategy. And here it is in action. Okay, so as I said then, we're both basically using the same deck in this one. It works super well. We're going to concentrate going down the middle. Yes, on the phase change, there is kind of a burn mechanic that happens to towers that are in your control, but we're not really going to worry about that at all. So we're going to open up with Harpies and a Chimera, and then we're just going to Blizzard all that, get it out of the way. If I'd have waited for a second, then we might have caught that Firehammer in it, but we've sheeped it. And as you can see, the dog went charging down the lane because the kobold wandered over. Anyway, we've got the central, we've got that central tower now. Now, because we've not used our quill bore, we can now use the quill bore to distract Golemagg itself. We've got 6 well pegs there. We've got double chimeras that are chipping away. There's the phase change. There are the towers that are all burning now. But look how much damage we've done. We've gone straight through that second phase, even with the 90% damage reduction. Don't worry about that. We've got harpies that are going to come and do a bit of damage on this for us. Yes, it's still burning, but all we're trying to do is postpone that tower from regenerating and coming back as and us basically having to contest it all over again. So another set of well pegs coming in. They burst automatically because of the burn. The burn has gone away now. A blizzard, and that is our tower again. And then from this stage, we literally just need to set up a another push from here. So as I said before about the quill bore wandering onto the onto that upper like lava track, that's exactly what happened because we did play a quill bore. Can't remember if that was me. It's probably me. It's normally my fault. Played a quill bore onto that central tower and stayed alive and just walked onto there, distracted the dog into the middle, and then we had to fight the dog. It's just not worth it. So anyway, we've got another push coming in here. We've got the harpies, we've got the chimera, we've got a quill bore down to distract. I've now cycled back to my quill bore, so that's doing extra distraction. We've got more well pegs coming in. That is the end of that. The fight took 2 minutes. It takes slightly longer than it used to. I think this was another one of those that was like a 1-minute fight, but essentially, air minis, don't get suckered into using your quill bore as a distraction for the towers. Use things like your polymorph and your blizzard, and then there's going to be things like the chimera and the harpies and the well pegs that are just going to do massive damage. That is the easiest way to deal with this fight. So I hope it helps you. If you're not already, please get yourself subscribed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.